The crabbing season is over for FV Miss Paula. No more baiting, shaking, and dipping pots. The last of the crabs have been culled, sorted, and sold. The crew is finishing pot maintenance work on land, but not without a nice reward for their hard work. Today, the boys get a little taste of the most expensive blue crabs on the planet. Today, they get paid to eat $130 a dozen Maryland blue crabs. These are the monsters, hammers, and slammers, with Captain CJ's personal record 9-inch crab.
Absolute giant crab.
In this video, Captain CJ serves up steamed whole crabs and something a little different for Marylanders, steamed cleaned crabs. It's taste test time as we see which method the guys prefer.
Well, let's save some of these big giant crabs from the last day of the season. And I'm gonna clean some like they do up in Delaware and New Jersey, and then I'm gonna steam some. I got the guys over here working on pots. We're gonna try them. We're gonna do like a taste test, which tastes better, which the guys like. All I got right now is Old Bay. We'll season with Old Bay, so it ain't the best, but it'll do. At least them clean crabs, I think that's usually what they use is Old Bay. You don't want all that salt in them, so it'll be a good taste test compared to, you know, comparing, at least the season will be the same. It'll just be more of like the meat texture and quality of the crab. We'll see how it goes. Beautiful crabs. Got that big 9-inch crab we caught the other day. Well, last day of the season, I caught the biggest crab of my crabbing career. Right at about 9 inches. And a couple of these big 8-inch crabs. Beautiful stuff. I mean, just, these are the ones $130, $150 a dozen. Absolute monster crabs. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I wouldn't pay that much money for them, but hey, some people do, and that's what keeps me in business. So I appreciate you $130 a dozen crab buyers. Thank you. I'm gonna clean these crabs. We gotta squirt out the guts and all out of them, pull the lungs out. That's usually how they do it. I've never really cleaned crabs, so hopefully I'm doing it right. Somebody can comment on this and tell me what I did wrong. We're gonna get them cleaned up and then steam them, and then we'll throw the other ones in to steam with the crabs too. I'm gonna dispatch them first so they're not moving, or, you know, when you clean them or whatever. I don't want to get bit, so we'll dispatch them all, and then that'll help keep the claws from dropping off. And then we'll get them all cleaned up, get them steamed, and some of them are going to be clean, some of them aren't going to be clean, and we'll do that taste test. So I'm going to dispatch these crabs. I'm just using a bamboo skewer, and basically just slide it in the back here and scramble their brains. And then they're a lot easier to handle, and then for us to clean them or whatever too, then they're dispatched. So, you know, an ethical way to take care of them. So we got the crabs are dispatched. We're gonna pull the top shell off on these ones we're gonna clean. I got a female here. And then clean the lungs off, and then all the guts inside. I'm gonna squirt them out with the hose. That's the best way I've seen to do it. You can see she's got eggs in her now, so she's going to be a good heavy, real nice, good eating heavy crab. Definitely a nice one. I got another one of these big males here I'm going to do too, and get them cleaned up. We'll get them steamed and seasoned up here. So I got these couple clean crabs. One of them I'm going to save to make fried heart crabs with. I'm going to take and put that in the freezer. We're going to make a fried heart crab over the winter at some point in time. A couple of these shell one we're going to steam, and we're going to test out the difference. We got the water good and boiling here. We'll set them giant monster crabs in there. We'll set these couple clean crabs in there. A lot of good vinegar in there. Whew, you can taste it. And we're going to season them up real good. I know with them clean crabs, you can get that seasoning really good down into the meat and all. Maybe I got them a little much, I don't know. Well, we'll find out. I ain't never did it before, so you tell me all the mistakes I made. I've tried clean crabs before, but they came out mushy, so I'm gonna try to make sure I steam them for a good long time, get them good and steamed up, and let them get good and cooked, so there's no issues with them. This one I'm gonna put in the freezer bag and put in the freezer, and we're gonna make a fried hard crab out of that one. Well, I got our whole crabs and clean crabs steamed, and they definitely look real good. I'm gonna have the guys come over here. We're gonna do a little taste test, see what them guys think of the clean crabs versus steamed whole crabs. We use the Old Bay just kind of to keep a uniform taste on the seasoning, so it wasn't an issue of seasoning being better than the other. I would typically always use J.O. or one of the Crab House seasonings to steam them, see how it goes here. Well, we got the two different types of crabs here. We got the clean ones and the regular steamed in the shell crabs. We'll see how they come out. Still has almost like a mush to me. I don't know. It was definitely clean. I mean, definitely cooked. I don't know.
In between each muscle is a little bit moist.
Yeah, a lot of moisture in them, which I guess, like, you know, you're gonna have because it's not sealed.
Definitely has a different flavor because, like you're saying, it's not sealed.
Yeah, I mean,
get more of the Cajun, not a lot of the salt.
I don't eat crabs enough to know the difference.
This, I mean, and the seasoning's in them, but I mean, they're not like super seasoned. I don't know. I mean, it's all. The biggest thing for me is if you're gonna clean them and all for everybody, like
the back.
I don't see doing all the work to clean them all ahead of time when unless you're gonna eat them all, you're cleaning everybody else's crabs for them, and I don't know. It's all each his own. Each his own.
Takes away the fun of picking it.
The back fin definitely is not as lumpy.
Yeah, I mean,
not bad.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean,
not a Chesapeake Bay steamed crab.
Not a Chesapeake Bay steamed crab.
Definitely not a boiled crab.
And it's not boiled either, so steamed, but I don't know. Obviously, they're going to get eaten. I would just say that I don't see doing all the work to clean everybody else's crab for them.
Let's see what we got on the legs.
Yeah, I mean the legs, obviously they're steamed. They're still in the shell. You didn't bust them open, so. See if the male tastes any different.
Claws, like when you steam them our way, the claws get that little bit of the next layer of skin. This claw is like, you know what I mean?
Digging it out. Yeah, I don't know.
Shredded.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. Well, here's that big, giant 9-inch crab right here. I mean, you talk about absolutely humongous crab.
I got a good picture of him before he broke his tip, so I'm going to send it.
I mean, just absolutely humongous. Humongous crab. I mean, the back fin on this is like insane. And this other crab in here, he's like 8 inches or something, so he's
there smaller. He's a little light.
He's definitely just as big, but I mean, that meat has just a different taste to it. I'm gonna save the legs and eat the legs on them.
I eat legs on a female. They were good. Not a lot of people eat the legs either.
No, well, especially, I mean, if they're big enough, you can eat the leg. Humongous lump. Unbelievable.
Nice little midday snack.
Yeah, no doubt. Can't beat that.
Treating us well.
We try over here.
Got breakfast too. It was a good day.
2 for 1.
Look at that, all that good yellow mustard in there. I mean, that is just, oh, it's so good. Mmm. High living there. Mmm. We'll compare it to the steamed crab.
Here we go. See, you
Look at
couldn't
that.
have done that with the cleaned crab.
Clean one, nope.
That's another thing. I couldn't taste the mustard in the cleaned crab. It almost like cooked off.
Well, it got all when you clean them, you take all the mustard and everything out
Take
of them,
most
so
of it out
there,
of
you don't
taste.
get any of that mustard taste.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean that all gets into the meat, especially in that middle section there where you're getting it. Just I don't know. I mean,
Good morning. That was a mouthful.
yeah, that's a giant. I mean, these giant
That's probably the most meat I've ever
giant
gotten off.
crabs. I mean, you can definitely see why people like the big giant crabs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much meat,
They pick different.
easier,
Too.
pretty easier. I mean, usually easier to pick because they're so big. You can easily get all that meat out.
Right. Half my crab's already been picked just by
You
picking the claws.
pulled through it. Yep. Just to lose that good yellow mustard on them crabs, and I know some places they got maybe Delaware and Jersey crabs are coming out of Delaware Bay. Maybe all that meat's green. I mean, all that mustard's green. You get that green mustard, that ain't no good. That yellow mustard is. I mean, you're losing all that. You washed all that out of them. I mean, that's a terrible thing to waste right there.
I'd put it in a bottle if I could. Put it on my burgers. And the legs.
I mean, when you get a chunk of meat out of the legs, you know they're giant. No, the funny part is with snow crab, that's most of what you're eating is the leg, the body. A lot of people don't even fool with, and because they're frozen and then re-steamed, they don't hold that texture like a crab would. I would imagine fresh steamed right off the boat, king crab, snow crab, it's got to be just like
Phenomenal.
unbelievably good. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Can't imagine. I would probably pay 50 bucks a pound for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed.
For the experience. Should have saved more.
Yeah, tore that apart.
That was definitely worth
There's still a
the
half
price
a,
of admission. Another big claw there. He who eats the fastest gets the mostest. That's what my uncle would always say.
Fair.
And this ain't no all-you-can-eat crab feast. We got work to do. Well, I think for us, the jury's in. Steamed crabs, whole steamed crabs, are superior to cleaned steamed crabs. Just our opinion. It don't mean you're wrong and we're right. Just how we like them. It is what it is. But I'm gonna keep steaming my crabs whole. I'm gonna keep steaming them with J.O. Not a fan of the Old Bay. Look at it. Look at how dry that is. Where usually you can get that all over you, and it just ain't the same in my opinion. Same thing. You might like Old Bay. I don't prefer it. I think it's better with J.O. Try J.O. You might, hey, old dog, new tricks, you know what I mean? I don't know. Who knows? What'd you guys think of eating $150 dozen crabs?
I'll
You're
do it
paid
again.
to do it. I'm on the clock.
Hey, they're getting paid to do it too. On top of eating $150 crabs.
I'll do it again.
I would too.
Anytime.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all them things. Appreciate it. And don't forget, get to work! Seriously, get to work.
All right.